Hey guys, Brandon Hoffman here, and today I'm going to talk to you about putting a deal together when you are buying or selling a house. I think it's an emotional transaction, and people sometimes make irrational decisions when emotion is involved. So here we go. All right guys, so I know that a lot of emotion is involved when you're buying or selling a house, but it's important to remember to be flexible and focus on the terms that are important to you. You're going to buy or sell a house. You're not going to battle here. So I always promote collaborative versus adversarial negotiations. If you can work with the other party to put a deal together based on the things that are important to you, things usually go smoother and you're actually more likely to get your way. So if you're a seller, be flexible on your terms. If a buyer wants some closing cost or a renovation allowance, who cares if you're getting a bottom line you're happy with and a closing date that works for you? So if you can focus on a single point, if you're on the selling side, which is your bottom line and possibly your closing date, depending on what your situation is, it makes it easier. So don't try to counter a buyer's offer based on reducing some closing cost and removing a renovation allowance and changing your sales price or messing with the closing date, because now you're negotiating on 3, 4, 5 different points, and that makes it a lot tougher. So if you say, hey, I don't care if they get a renovation allowance, as long as I get a bottom line I'm happy with, and you focus on simply negotiating on the price, it makes it a lot easier to reach a deal. It also stresses your buyer out a lot less, and it's going to make the rest of the process a lot smoother because emotions are reduced at this point now. Instead, if you have tense negotiations, a lot of back and forth, now that buyer is already up in arms or that seller is already up in arms. So as soon as they get that repair request from you, it's just one more thing and it's a little bit more difficult. So the smoother the negotiation process, the friendlier the negotiation process, usually the better the transaction is going to go when a problem arises. And it's not if a problem arises, because there's always a problem in a closing. It seems like it's very uncommon. There's nothing that pops up. So, if you don't have the other side hating you for being such a difficult person, it's a lot easier to work out those issues before closing. All right, so remember, collaborative, not adversarial, negotiate on a single point when possible. Good luck and happy negotiations. If you're buying and selling a house around Columbia, Brandon Hoffman, I'm the guy who puts deals together. Thanks for watching. Make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel for all the newest content.